So I'm out for one last training hike before we leave tomorrow for Campo. I'm so excited. It doesn't seem like it's really happening, but here we are. We're leaving Texas, and this awesome guy here volunteered to drive me all the way to Campo. He's very happy about it too. Staying at the Pine Valley Inn, and hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep tonight. I'll do my best, and we'll be up bright and early and headed to the southern terminus, so we'll see you guys soon. Alright, I'm here at the monument. We're getting ready to walk up to the walk up the hill to the monument right now, so let's go. So here we are at the southern terminus, and look at all the people that are here. It's the Scout and Frodo's group. Sorry, the sun's not helping. Let's see if we can get a better picture. And here's my husband Michael, who, hi Mike, was so kind to drive me all the way here from San Antonio. Pretty big group here this morning. Beautiful morning to get started. It's about 35 degrees out though, but it's warming up really quickly with the sun. Okay, so here is the border wall. And we're going to go up and put our hand into Mexico. And I'm shorter than most, so I have to get on my tippy toes. And there's Mexico. And there's my hand. Alright, onward to the trailhead. Alright, here we go. Let's get this started. I'm loving it out here so far. It's so pretty. Everything is so beautiful and so green. So we are at mile 1 already. That was very quick. I could pretty much eat whenever. So I'm at about mile 3, and yeah, people are shooting guns already. Great. It's alright. Anyway, it's beautiful so far. We got blessed with such gorgeous weather. It's just really nice out. It was chilly this morning, but you know, you're hiking some pretty nice hills to get started, so you warm up very quickly, but loving it so far. I'm so excited to be out here, and I know it's cliche, but because everybody says it, but I'm so grateful, you know, that I have this opportunity to be out here and enjoy all this beautiful nature. So I think the thing is just really pacing yourself and reminding yourself to stop and enjoy it. And you know, I'm hiking with someone right now. We started together. I met her on Facebook, so it's nice to find somebody you have some things in common with already, and just to get this trail started, and definitely makes it a lot more fun. She's hiking ahead of me right now, so just wanted to touch base with you guys and let you know where I'm at. Let me show you the view. Oh yeah, let me show you my shoes. Oh, they're still clean and pretty. Probably not going to take long before they're filthy. So we were just talking about this. I thought I would talk to you about it before I forget, but I hear a lot of people say that the climb out of, the initial climb when you leave the monument is really, really tough and steep. But it's really, I think if you just do some moderate conditioning beforehand, I mean, not really anything even super athletic beforehand. I mean, I tried to get in as many miles as I could in training, but never did as much as I wanted to. But I was hiking about 5 to 8 miles pretty regularly and throwing in maybe some 10-mile hikes and just a couple 12 miles here and there. But just even doing what I did 3 times a week really seemed to help a lot. I wasn't struggling much, and the person I was with was doing about the same sort of amount of training as well with a full backpack, and really wasn't that bad. So just get out there and do a lot of walking with your backpack and you should be good. Just pace yourself, and you don't have to race or anything. Just take your time and it's not bad. So we're at mile 2.7 and our first water source, which we have plenty of water, so we don't need to collect any right now.
Oh, well, I don't know how to do it, so maybe you have to have internet connection to do it. So
here's the infamous railroad tracks at mile 3. So this is One Piece and her cat, Spoon, who has traveled, how many miles has he traveled?
He's been with me since Tehachapi.
So, wow, and right now we're at about mile 4, something around that, from the terminus, so they've come quite a ways, and he's just licking himself, grooming, and just really relaxed. What a cool cat.
He loves people. It's kind of funny.
That is so cool. Do you have any advice for anybody else considering doing something like that with her? Other than a dog, doing a cat, which is really unique.
I don't know. One thing I've been learning is that when you're hiking with a pet, it's no longer your through hike. Yeah. It's somebody else. It's theirs, so you have to tailor everything to their needs. So.
And how much extra food have you had to carry?
I carry his food. It depends on the section, but he normally has a snack bag a day. Is normally about what he does. So.
Cool cat.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. And you're almost to the monument.
Almost to the monument.
that's awesome.
Thank you.
No problem.
So we are here at mile 4.4. This is a small seasonal stream, which is flowing pretty good right now. And we are going to just get a little bit of extra water here. It'll last us to about mile 12. He had a lot of questions, of course, why do you want to do that at this point? And he's a very logical person though, and you can pretty much just
I love that tent, but it's too heavy. Cool. And so I'm like, I could really use that money to put it towards.
Look at all the wildflowers. Very beautiful. Very, very pretty. So pretty around every turn. So we're at mile 5.3 and we're just going to take a quick little break here and then continue on. But so far it's great. We both feel good and strong and not tired yet, but still got quite a few miles ahead of us. I just left my break spot and just continuing up this little hill. It is so pretty out here. Other than the snowmageddon that I keep hearing about. It's actually a perfect time, I think, to be out here. I mean, everything is so green and the wildflowers are just going crazy, but I've never seen it this green up here. It's so pretty. And everything smells really good. The trail it's perfect. The sand is like very soft and the ground is still a little bit damp underneath that, but it's not like sticking to you or anything. So it's making the trail really soft and nice on your feet. So we've gone over 5 miles and it feels pretty easy so far. I'm not gonna brag about that because I know there's gonna be times where it's not gonna feel easy, but for now, I'll enjoy that and just keep enjoying the trail and the whole experience. Okay, so I wanted to give a shout out to Debbie's Heart on the PCT. She is somebody that absolutely loves the Pacific Crest Trail. She's followed other YouTube vloggers on their thru hikes, and it's just something that she really would love to do herself, but she's not able to physically do so at this point in her life. And so me and a few other vloggers have volunteered to carry her heart along with us, and she's going to be with us in spirit. I'll take some pictures at different landmarks with her, but happy to have you along, Debbie. It's going to be quite an adventure. We've been so fortunate that there has been water flowing about at least every mile and a half or so since we started. This is mile 5.5, and there was just a little water source about a mile back. They're really small, but still, it's still water flowing through here. Who knows how long it'll last, but for now, it's pretty cool. It goes all the way down there. So yeah, you really don't have to carry a whole lot of water leaving the southern terminus, which is great. Oops. So I don't want to keep saying this over and over again, but it is so beautiful out here. I hear other people say it in the videos, but they're right. You really just can't do it justice in videos or pictures. You really got to get out here and see it for yourself. But again, it's such an unusual year with the amount of moisture they've had out here that everything is just so green and so pretty. It's just extra special. Wow, this is crazy. All right, I gotta go find the trail. I'm close to it, but I need to keep my eye on what I'm doing right now. That is so pretty. What a beautiful meadow. So this is mile 6.4 and more water. Oops. Hey there, buddy.
I wouldn't mind being a lizard.
So here's another awesome water source, and this is just maybe 0.3 miles from where we just took the last shot. So there is plenty of water on the PCT right now. So we hiked around there. You can see the path along the hillside. There is definitely a lot of uphill climbing in that first several miles from Campo, so definitely expect that. there was quite a few people at the monument this morning starting their hike, and pretty sure all of them are ahead of us. So we're definitely pacing ourselves, and we're still keeping a good, speed going, but definitely stopping and enjoying the views and taking some pictures and video and just trying to take it all in. It's cool. It's kind of overwhelming. Like, there's just so much beautiful things to look at around here, and I only have so much battery power, so I have to kind of learn to pace myself and make the most of each video that I put together. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're behind everybody, but again, I just think that it's smart to listen to my body and just start out kind of slow. I don't want to tweak anything. I can see we're walking over all those rocks and boulders, especially the stuff we just went through for several miles, that it would be so easy to hurt your ankles or your knees and aggravate any pre-existing conditions you have. So it's really important to try to do some conditioning before you come out here, but also just to really pace yourself when you leave the monument. It'll be nice to get to camp for sure and just kind of soak it all in and have a chance to stop and just really absorb what I've gotten myself into and what's ahead, and it really hasn't sunk in yet. And so I'm just kind of right now I'm just kind of just walking the trail looking around, but I'm not really thinking much about like, oh, I left my family behind, and haven't really thought about anything deep yet. Alright, so we've been sitting here for a little bit enjoying some lunch, and I got my afternoon coffee so we're getting ready to tackle about 4 more miles, and then we're going to camp at about mile 12 or so for the day. But we'll talk to you guys soon, and I'll let you know where I'm at. Okay, so we're finishing up 4 more miles before we get to camp, and we're going to camp at about 12 miles like I mentioned, and there's supposed to be some running water there, so hopefully that is still the case. And we thought, that'd be a good place to just stop for the first day and not push ourselves too hard. Feel good so far, except for maybe just a couple twinges here and there in my left knee, and the Achilles tendon on my right foot I'm feeling every once in a while, but it's always on these hills where there's a lot of rocks that we're climbing over, so I'm just trying to take those slow, and I'm just planning on doing a lot of stretches tonight when I get to camp. So anyway, for the most part I feel pretty good, and I think over the next several days my body will hopefully adjust to everything that I'm doing and just continue to pace myself. So see you at camp. Yeah, these views are just incredible. Wow. And I was just thinking that, what am I supposed to be feeling at this point? And really my mentality is just very much just going with the flow, and I'm not feeling sad, about leaving family just yet. Not feeling anxious about everything ahead. I feel very much at peace, which is nice. And, I think having the mentality that I'm out here just to take it day to day and not put any pressure on myself for big miles, and just to try to enjoy each day for what it is and what it offers. There's going to be some rough days here and there, I'm sure, but that's just like if I were home, the same thing would happen. You'd have 1 or 2 days a week where maybe things aren't going your way, and But it's gonna be the same thing out here on the trail. So you just gotta have a good attitude and have fun with it. You know, there's so much beauty out here and so many new things for me to see and enjoy. I don't know how I could possibly ever regret my decision to do this. So anyway, just a few thoughts, but I know as I get further along and more settled into what I'm doing that definitely gonna miss my boys and having my family around, but I have such a great support system and we try to keep in touch every day, and I feel like they're with me in spirit, so that really helps a lot. And of course all you guys too supporting me and encouraging me really helps. So again, thank you. I can't thank you guys enough for following me and following my journey or being interested in it. So anyway, many more days and adventures ahead. This trail is just gorgeous after all the rock hopping I've been doing today. So smooth and nice. Definitely feels good on the legs. Hey guys, so I am at camp for the night, and we've been here for maybe about, I think, an hour, but it took us forever. It took me forever to set up the tent, figure out everything, and just, even though I'd practiced a few times, just, you know, the area that I'm in, and kind of tucked into this cove inside some trees, and just trying to get the pitch just right. And then just making dinner and setting up my bedding. So it's such a production. It's funny, you know, this whole thing is just so new, and I'm definitely a beginner when it comes to this, so it's going to be fun to see how this all changes day to day and if it gets easier, and, you know, I'm sure it will, but it's just, you know, going to be interesting because it's going to be such a learning curve for me, and figure out ways to get more efficient at setting everything up and doing everything. But let me show you what I have for dinner. So tonight's dinner is going to be chili mac with beef. And I put some leftover spinach that I had that I brought with me in there, and also had half an avocado that I had brought with me. And then maybe for dessert I'll have some, I don't know, got some peanut M&Ms or something like that, but pretty hearty meal for the night, I think. Alright, so here's my tent tucked back in here. Gotta open this branch door that I have. So it's really cozy back here, but nice and flat, so it should be a good place to spend the night. And there's nobody else around us. It's really quiet, no wind, but it's going to be a pretty cold night, but I think we'll be just fine. And there's the last of the light. Okay, so next time I give a little summary of my day, I should probably do it before it gets dark. This is kind of creepy, huh? But yeah, just some quick thoughts about the day. Well, first of all, there's things running around my tent right now, so definitely have to get used to that, but obviously it's probably little critters and they sound much more amplified at night, but it's a little unsettling, but I'll get used to it. And yeah, as far as the day goes, it's very weird. It's just a weird feeling. I'm so used to, you know, my normal routine and being at home and being able to just snuggle up in my bed. So I really didn't do a lot of practice hikes or camping, backpacking. So I really didn't get a lot of experience with this whole process of actually just being out in the wilderness and doing enough of this. So I'm definitely a beginner when it comes to this, and not like doubtful or worried about, you know, anything. It's more just like, it just feels very strange and different. So I think I just need some time to adapt and get used to all the changes. And but I know doing this day in, day out, you're bound to get used to, you know, the routine, and should get a lot easier each day. But I knew coming out here wasn't going to be easy, and, you know, I wanted to challenge myself mentally and physically. And so yeah, definitely getting a little bit of both. And setting up camp was a huge ordeal. Just trying to figure out where to put everything and the order in which you do things. It's just funny, you know, you think you have everything all figured out, but you really can't plan everything, and you know, a lot of it you learn as you come out here and just experience it, and you know, figure out how, you know, you want to do things and in what order. And so, and all of it'll probably change again tomorrow. I had some issues with my left knee today, towards the end of the hike, and we went a little over 12 miles today, and that left knee was kind of pinching me pretty bad on the declines towards the end, so that was kind of a little bit worrisome for me. So I'm hoping that that's something that settles down. It doesn't hurt when I'm not moving. It just, or when I'm walking in, you know, a flat path or uphill. It just purely when I'm walking downhill. So anyway, that's something I'm going to have to monitor, and just a little frustrated because, you know, I just started and thought I conditioned pretty well, but, you know, it's just there's so much up and down and going over boulders and rocks and twisting and turning, and I really didn't do anything to prepare for that to that extent. But so anyway, it's hoping that, you know, everything settles down over the next few days. And tomorrow we're going to go into Lake Marina. We're only 8 miles from that, and what's great about that is it's only 8 miles, so we're just going to chill out there the rest of the day and stay overnight. So it's a shorter hike and give me a chance to kind of just recuperate, and if I don't sleep well tonight, I'll be able to just kind of cat nap when we get in there, and you know, hopefully get a good night's sleep tomorrow night. But we get to take showers, and yeah. So anyway, it's very interesting and strange and weird and a whole bunch of different emotions, and everybody's messaging me, and I don't have self-service here, so I have to kind of just use my Garmin and just let everybody know I was at camp for the night. But then people were messaging, and I can't really respond to them too much. So anyway, so feel a little bit isolated, but that's okay. And I'll just work on editing some videos and getting the first video up for you guys, and hopefully a few days. So of course by the time you see this, you'll know that it's already up. But anyway, so I can spend some time editing. It gives me something to do. But anyway, tomorrow's a new day and should be a great one. It's gonna be pretty cold tonight, but I feel really warm and toasty right now with everything that I'm wearing, and all my layers seem to be doing their job so far. Hopefully that'll continue through the night and as it gets really cold towards morning. But anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow on day 2. Bye.